Hi, my name's Sarah. Our universe functions from a universal set of laws, and the one we're going to be talking about today is the universal law of cause and effect. That is that for every cause there's a definite effect, and for every effect there's a definite cause. The cause in this case is your words, your thoughts, your intentions, your actions, and your emotions. And the effects are the resulting reactions and consequences. So imagine you are sending out a burst of happiness. You feel happy. Imagine that leaving your body as a set of concentric rings, and it travels out. And as we're all part of one unified energy field, that happiness then affects everybody. And it is eventually returned to you multiplied. Now, your thoughts, words and actions can also and do create a series of events that are often unbeknown to you. So say, for example, you're walking down the street and you see somebody who's very depressed and you give them a big beaming smile. Well, it might be that you give them hope, and maybe they were on the edge of bankruptcy, but your hope steers them off and they go down a different path, and it stops them from becoming bankrupt. And then that also has a further impact in that it's going to stop the effect on the people that the bankruptcy was going to affect. Now, it is important to know your intention is vitally important. Say, for example, you ran over a cat because you were feeling very angry and you did it for the sheer spite of it. What is returned to you is going to be very different than if you ran over a cat because it ran in front of your car and you tried to brake and you couldn't stop. Okay, so it is really important to know that this is a universal law. Okay, what you give out comes back to you, and it's called the law of cause and effect. It is not a reward and punishment system. So what is karma? Karma is the belief that if you do something good, you are rewarded for it, and if you do something bad, then you are punished for it. But what this does, it keeps us on the karmic wheel of unforgiveness, which is where we reincarnate over and over again, because we haven't forgiven ourselves, or because we feel we need to get it right. So it is important to know that you are God in divine form, and you are perfect as you are. And you are here to experience and learn, and everything is divinely perfect for you to experience and learn and ascend. You learn from everything, and there is a reason for everything. It's just your ego that judges experiences as good and bad. It is your ego that condemns. You are the divine being, the soul inside the body, and you as a divine soul know this, everything is perfect. Now, God is unconditional love. God doesn't punish. Having said that, it is not okay for you to go out and hurt somebody or hurt an animal deliberately, because the law of cause and effect still has an effect, and you are here to embody your divine self, and that comes back to a state of love and joy. So going out and hurting somebody just because you know there's no punishment is a no-no. Okay, this is just for you to free yourself from the past, not to give you an excuse. Okay, so there are no sins, there's no damnation, there's no hell, there's no devil, there's only love, and there's only joy, and there's only peace, and there's only forgiveness. I know it says in the Bible that Jesus defeated the devil, but what actually Jesus did when he went to the Mount of Temptation was to transcend his ego. Now, now everything that you perceive in life, that is, you see, hear, touch, taste, smell, etc., is filtered through the lens of your belief system. So if you want to believe that there is a hell or there is a devil, etc., that's what you're going to have in your reality. But you can choose to rewrite those beliefs and know they're not real, and then they won't be in your reality. So you can rewrite the belief in karma. You can choose not to believe in karma. You can choose to know that you are God in physical form and having a divine experience, and you can rewrite that belief in karma. Now, often it takes, usually it takes about 21 days to rewrite a belief, but for overwriting something like karma that you've probably had for many, many, many lifetimes, is probably going to take a lot longer. So you could rewrite it with the saying karma is an illusion and only love and forgiveness is real. And then you need to say it as many times a day as you can. You need to think it as many times a day as you can. You need to write it. You need to read it. So put it on post-it notes and stick it around your house. Set it as your screensaver on your computer. You can set it as a reminder to pop up on your phone. The many times, the more you can see it and read it and think it and hear it, so you can also record it on your phone and replay back over and over again, the quicker it is you're going to rewrite that belief. Now, when you have transcended your ego and you can consciously create the life you want to create, there is no need to forgive, because you actually know that everything is divinely perfect and everything is for your learning. And the divine part of you, the soul, knows that only forgiveness is real. But until you're at that stage, and there are very few people on the planet that are, it's really important that you forgive yourself and forgive others. If you don't forgive yourself, then you keep, it's like having shackles on you, and your awareness doesn't develop like it should do, and your awareness, expanding your awareness is your ascension. If you don't forgive other people, then you keep yourself in bondage with those people, and you can come back lifetime after lifetime until you learn to forgive them. So you may feel, you maybe somebody did something to you, and you can feel all this anger and resentment and bitterness, etc. about it, and you might have the feeling, well, they don't deserve to be forgiven. But actually, that is your ego bringing in those emotions, and they stem from fear, because your ego's role is to try and keep you safe, and it doesn't want you hurt. So it doesn't actually want you going through the same experience again. So it comes up with these emotions to try and stop you forgiving them, so they're not anywhere near you. So it's important to know that forgiving somebody doesn't mean to say you have to be best buddies with them again. Forgiving somebody doesn't mean to say you have to have them in your life again. All you're doing is setting yourself free. So guilt and shame. Every emotion has a vibration, and guilt and shame are at the bottom of those. And that is because they will keep you stuck. They will keep your awareness behind bars or in a box, so it doesn't expand. So it's really hard to ascend. But what it is really important to know that none of these emotions, the guilt, the shame, the resentment, the hatred, etc., are real. They're all constructs of your ego mind designed to keep you safe. And when you have emotions such as guilt and shame, well, actually, when you have any emotion, if you feel it strongly or feel it over and over again, it can become stuck energy in your body or in your energy field. And emotions such as guilt and shame can then go on to cause self-abuse. Either that's emotional or mental or physical self-abuse. It is important to know that if you've had an experience in the past and you wish it hadn't happened, you've got some unforgiveness work to do around that experience. So what is forgiveness and how to go about it? Well, forgiveness, to me, when I thought about it, was a combination of understanding and kindness and love. So to forgive somebody or forgive yourself, you first have to start off with doing it mentally. That is understanding that everything happens for a reason. That is your ego that ego that judged the experience, and you are here to experience and learn. And when you've mentally forgiven, then you need to go down into your heart center, because it is not enough just to mentally forgive somebody. So imagine stepping into your mind and going down, stepping in your mind and stepping into a lift or a whirlpool, And then you're going to go down into the middle of your chest, into your heart center. If it's somebody else that you're forgiving, you then need to send love and kindness and understanding, in other words, the energy of forgiveness from your heart center to them. And you may be able to do it in an instant, or depending on how much energy of unforgiveness and resentment and bitterness, etc., you've got in you blocking this area, then it could take you days or months or even years. If you need to forgive yourself, imagine that you have the energy of forgiveness around you, and what you're going to do is breathe it in. And you're going to breathe it in, and you're going to send it to your mind, to your brain, to all areas of your head, and then you're going to send it to all areas of your body. Now, it's really important to send it to your physical heart too, and you need to send it to areas that you think you're storing the guilt and shame and the unforgiveness in. So that's predominantly your shoulders, your neck, and your gut. Another thing you can do is imagine pulling it in from your crown, so pull in that energy of forgiveness and pull it into your chest. And then pull it in from your chest and pull it deep into yourself. And you can tell yourself over and over again that you forgive yourself. Now, you can ask Spirit for help, and Spirit, I call Spirit God, the Ascended Masters, that is Jesus, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, etc., and the angelic realm for help, and they can help you forgive. Also, another thing you can do at night before you go to sleep, you can ask the angelic realm to help clear your energy field and your body of the stuck emotional energy. And you might feel a little bit of warmth, or you might feel a little bit of tingling. And sometimes you can feel your body jerk, especially like your arms or your legs, and it's just a little jerk. And it's the same as if you have a dream and you're walking down the steps and you miss a step and your leg jerks. That's actually stuck emotional energy leaving your body, so it's exactly the same as that. You can tell yourself, even if you're having trouble forgiving, tell yourself over and over again, it is safe for me to forgive. It is safe for me to forgive. Because as I say, it is that fear of forgiveness, that fear of being hurt, that is stopping you forgiving other people. And it is your ego's judgments and beliefs about yourself that is stopping you forgiving yourself. Okay, so remember, no excuses. It's not okay to go out and hurt people, even though there's no punishment. You're here to embody your divine self. You are here to come from a state of love and joy. And the law of cause and effect still has an effect. It's just an opportunity for you to free yourself from the past, to step off from the karmic wheel, so you don't have to keep reincarnating over and over again. So please free yourself and liberate yourself, because punishing yourself or sending out that energy of unforgiveness, bitterness and hatred, etc., affects everybody. As I said, we're all part of one energy field, so we're all going to be affected by it. And, let yourself have a life of love, joy, fun, ease, peace, abundance, full health and vitality, because you so deserve it. Okay, so I hope you found that useful, and much love and many blessings from my heart to yours.